my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I run things here at Okro Gal. And we in Vegas, y'all. This is so cool. I'm not a vlogger, so when we take little trips and stuff, I don't normally take my camera, so it's kind of neat. I really feel like I'm kind of sort of bringing you guys along. So we're in Vegas. We've been here probably about an hour-ish. We're just kind of trying to just chill for a little bit. It's a 5-hour drive from San Diego. So we're trying to like stretch our legs, just kind of like relax, and then we're gonna go head down to the casino and go walk around. I am enjoying a glass of sparkling rosé. Already living it up on vacation, haven't even been here more than an hour. So we are staying at the Park MGM, which is a newer hotel. It used to be the Monte Carlo. It's currently where Lady Gaga is doing her residency, which I am a Lady Gaga stan. I love her, but we ain't made of money, and those tickets to go see her are way too expensive. But we are really enjoying the hotel so far. And I say so far, I know I said we've only been here an hour, but the Yelp reviews for this place are not that great. And we booked it because the price was right, and it's a great location on the strip, and they were also having a deal where you got a $50 dining credit, and you could use it for every night that you stay, and you can use it at any MGM hotel. It doesn't have to just be Park MGM. But I didn't really read Yelp reviews until after I had booked it, and then I was kind of like, ooh, I'm worried. Most of the things people were complaining about were the decor, which I love, and the check-in process, which was super easy. So I'm not really sure what the deal is with that, but we are more than happy. Like I had even told Cernan, if it doesn't meet our expectations, if it's not what we thought it was gonna be, we're still gonna make the best of it. We're gonna have the best time. But we are so pleasantly surprised. We're really enjoying our room. We have a view of all of the pools. We can see all 3 pools, so it's kind of nice people watching. We're on the 18th floor. We happy, okay? So I honestly don't even know what I'm gonna title this video, but I just kind of wanted to give this little intro to kind of say, hey, we're here. But it's essentially gonna be like a what I ate in Vegas video. Now, I'm gonna put this in the title so you'll know before you click on it, but we're not eating keto this trip. We, you know, we said months ago when we booked it that we were not gonna be on plan. We were gonna eat what we wanted to eat. And I just kind of thought it would be fun to take you guys along. I wanna share these types of experiences with you guys, and because my channel is a keto channel and it revolves around food, I thought, well, I can still share what I'm eating, even if it's not keto. You know, I can share day-to-day the meals that I'm having. So that's my plan. My plan is to show you breakfast, lunch, and dinner, unless I have some like crazy delicious snack or dessert or something or drink in between, then I'll definitely show you. But my plan is to kind of stick with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, in terms of how I'm planning on filming it, this is a, you know, getaway for Cernan and I. We're here, it's Thursday and we're here till Sunday. And we don't have Daisy, obviously, so it's really a time for us to spend, you know, quality time together, for us to get away. So I knew I wanted to share the experience, but I also knew I didn't want to be like busting my phone or my camera out, you know, every time that we're out talking about what I'm eating, recording everything, because I feel like it'll just kind of ruin the whole reason that we're here. So my plan is to take pictures with my phone through the day of what I'm eating, and then do like a recap at night when we come back to the room. So that is what I plan on doing. So it'll kind of be sort of like slideshow-y, but I feel like that's a good way to still keep you guys in the loop and show y'all, but to not have it be like all about Ashley filming every meal that she eats. I think we might actually do room service for dinner tonight. We haven't even eaten lunch, but we had, you know, breakfast, and that kind of filled us up. So we might do room service. We have to use our dining credits per day, so we can't like load them all up and then have like 150 bucks at the end. We get 50 for each night that we're staying. So we might use that on room service. I don't know, we might use it. They have a really cool food court here called Italy, and it's all Italian places, so we might go check that out. But yeah, I'm excited to bring you guys along, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's kind of different, but I feel like it's a good change up, but still kind of falls along the lines of showing y'all what I eat. All right, y'all, so yesterday was kind of a fail. I was supposed to get on last night and recap the food and some drinks that we had yesterday, but I honestly completely forgot. So it's Friday morning, and I'm gonna chat about yesterday right now, and then tonight recap the food that we have today. I know some of you are like, we don't care what kind of format this is in, why do you keep talking about it? But that's the type A in me. I just want it to be very like organized and in good form. So if you've been here a while, you know that. So yesterday, the only meal we had was dinner, but we had a couple cool drink experiences I thought I would tell you about. I had my first Aperol Spritz. I had it at the Italy place I was mentioning. Guys, that place is so cool. It's a legit food court, but it's all Italian food. We're talking pizza by the slice, like a whole charcuterie station, legit Italian sandwiches. They have like Italian candy that's like from Italy. They have a whole Nutella section. They have, what else do they have? A cannoli one where you literally like pick your cannoli like shape and then whatever you want in it. Cheese. I mean, just anything you can think of, but it's like it's not just like, here's an Italian food court. It's like all legit. It's really cool. Anyway, I've been wanting to try an Aperol Spritz for a while, and recently someone I follow on Instagram went to Italy and had like a legit one. So I got one and I loved it. It's a very particular taste. Most people either hate it or love it. I freaking loved it. The other thing I wanted to talk about drink-wise was we did this really cool thing at the Coke store. So they have a Coke store here, or Coca-Cola store. It's like 4 stories, 4 stories high. And we were like, let's go to the floor with all of the Coke. Maybe we can get some cool flavored Diet Coke, because they just have everything. So we went up there and they had this thing you could buy, and it was called an international flight. It was only $10, which I feel like is really reasonable considering that you get to try all of these different sodas from all over the world. So I think we got 16 little, I'll put the picture in, 16 little plastic cups, all different ones, and then you get a little paper thing that says what each one is. So it was really fun because we didn't look to see what we were drinking. We would each take a sip and then try to guess what the flavor was, and then we would look and see what it was and then what country it was from. It was so cool. Felt like for 10 bucks, that was just a really neat, like, it was just a neat thing to do. And then last night for dinner, we ate in because we had that $50 room credit and we had to use it. Or you have to use it or lose it each night that you're here. So we ended up just getting room service. We got General Tso's chicken, garlic shrimp fried rice, and like vegetable egg roll things. I really liked the egg rolls. I really liked the rice. I thought the chicken was a little too salty, but it did the job. We were both starving and it completely filled us up, and we didn't even eat. I think we maybe finished half of each container. 3/4 of each container from the picture that you saw. So anyways, that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and end this little clip here now because I can't be rambling this much for each day or else this video is gonna be so long. So I will go ahead and check in with you guys tonight. Hey guys, I guess we're just doing these in the morning. I think that just seems to work a little bit better. I think because by the time the night rolls around, I'm just beat. We're gonna chat about what I ate yesterday. So yesterday for breakfast, we went down to that Italy, it sounds so weird saying that, Italy little food, well, I don't want to call it a food court, like to those restaurants, because it's food court makes it sound like cheap and like there's a Sbarro in it, and there's not. We went down to those restaurants, and Cernan, I actually stayed in the room. Cernan went down to get us stuff. I had a cold brew, Cernan had a coffee, and then we split, I believe it was I think it was strawberry jam and ricotta, like not stuffed, but you know where they just like put it in the middle, kind of like a cheese Danish where they put the cheese in the middle. It was like that, but it was ricotta and strawberry jam in the middle of this like kind of star-shaped Danish or pastry. And then we had the Nutella, I think it was Nutella stuffed brioche. It was like a piece of brioche bread with just like tons of Nutella in it. It was so good. So that's what we had for breakfast. Then we spent most of our day at the pool, and oh my God, it was so nice. It's about 100 here, but yesterday it was windy, not obnoxiously windy, but it was maybe breezy is a better word. So with the breeze and the heat, it did not even feel like 100. It was so nice. We were there from like, I think we went down there at like, we went down at like 11 and we were there till about 3:30. It was so nice. Anyways, we're here to talk about food. We got the chicken nachos. They were so good, so good. It was chicken, obviously, cheese, pico, sour cream, guac, and then there was some type of like chipotle aioli-ish thing on it. So good. I literally had an Aperol spritz the size of my head. That has been like, from now on when I drink Aperol spritzes, I'm gonna think about this trip. So that's what we had for lunch. Then for dinner, we went to this place called Yardbird, which I was really excited about. I had made reservations. Like we didn't plan a ton for this trip because I wanted to have like an outline of what we were doing, but I just didn't want to be so like, and this day we're doing this, and then we're doing this, and at this time we have to be here. I wanted it to be like kind of structured, but also kind of like go with the flow. So really the only things we had planned were pool, which was planned because we got special chairs down at the pool that we had to like reserve, and then this reservation at this place called Yardbird. So Yardbird describes himself as a like southern table and bar, and they're known for their biscuits and their fried chicken, and they have, you know, mason jar lights hanging from the ceiling, and it was a really cool restaurant. It was inside the Venetian, so it was quite the walk for us, but that was totally fine. That's kind of the whole point in staying in Vegas, is walking, like to walk the strip, to pop into various places. So I had no issue doing that. So we ended up ordering I have the menu here because I want to tell you guys like specifically. The sweet corn hush puppies with Creole remoulade and honey butter. Oh my God, so good. So obviously Cernan and I shared those. Then we split the Llewellyn's fine fried chicken, half of our famous bird served with honey hot sauce. So it was half of a fried chicken. It came with 4 pretty decent sized pieces, more than plenty to split. And then we also split the house fries, house-made buttermilk with house-made buttermilk ranch and bacon salt. You guys, they make their own bacon salt in-house, so they literally take he said a little bit of salt, and then they take bacon and they like pulverize it, grind it up, and then sprinkle it on the fries. Oh my God, it was so good. So we ended up splitting those 3 things. Initially we weren't gonna split. Cernan and I were gonna get our own meals, and I'm so happy we decided to split because it was the perfect amount of food. We did not eat all of the hush puppies. I think there were like 4 or 5 left, cleaned up on the chicken and the fries, and it was just so good. Now, I also had an Aperol spritz with dinner, and I told Cernan today I'm gonna pump the brakes on that because it is a lot of calories for a drink, and it's a lot of sugar, and so I don't think that helped in the like rich foods department to like top everything off with like a sugary orange Prosecco drink. Like so anyways, so that was, what day was that? Friday. That was everything that we ate yesterday. Today we're going back and forth whether we're gonna go to a buffet or not. That was our original plan, but now we're kind of like second guessing ourselves because the buffet that I want to go to is like the best one on the strip. I saw it years ago, like probably 7 or 8 years ago. I was watching Travel Channel and they were doing a whole thing about Vegas restaurants and buffets. And I saw this buffet and I was like, one day I'm going there. I want to go there. And that was the plan, but it's really expensive. And we're just wondering if that's worth it, because this buffet is like $65 a person. So I don't know. That's like the tentative plan. So I don't know. I guess I could talk more about that later. I don't need to ramble on about it now, but that's like our tentative plan. And then we don't really have any other plans for today. So I'm not sure. I don't know if we're gonna go to the pool. We might go shopping. I don't know, but I'm not even gonna say I'm gonna check in with you guys tonight, because I don't think that's gonna happen. I will just check in with y'all tomorrow morning. All right, y'all, it's Sunday morning. It's our last morning here. Oh, y'all are a little crooked. I think that's a little better. It's our last morning here, and it's very bittersweet. I don't want vacation time to end, but I am kind of ready to get back to reality. I was telling Sterling yesterday, I think 3 nights is the perfect amount. Like, I think it's the perfect, for us, it's the perfect length of stay when it comes to Vegas. Like, it was enough time to just sit around and do nothing. It was enough time to do the things that we had planned to do. And it was the perfect amount of time. So I'm really happy we did 3 nights instead of 2 nights. And, you know, we really needed this trip. I think not just to, you know, we needed to spend time as a couple and not a time together like as parents, if that makes sense. And I don't know, it just feels really good. But I want to tell you about yesterday, about what we ate yesterday. So after I talked to you guys yesterday, Cernan ended up going down to the Italy little food court place and got us a waffle, a waffle with Nutella, which was absolutely amazing. And at that point, we had also made the executive decision to go to the really pricey buffet. You might be saying to yourself, you went and got a Nutella waffle even though you were gonna, like, 2 hours later pay $65 a person to go eat at a really schmancy buffet. Yes, we did. We did do that. It was fabulous. It was so good. After much indecisiveness, Cernan's like, you've been wanting to go to this buffet forever. Like, we're here, we have the money, like, let's just do it. So we decided to do it, and it was amazing. Like, I am so happy that we made that decision. It was the coolest. Okay, first of all, we get there and I've heard all these kind of, not horror stories, but all of these stories about how the wait is super long. Like, you know, a 2-hour wait, 3-hour wait, 5-hour wait. Like, multiple Yelp reviews I read talked about a 5-hour wait. So I told Terry before we went, I'm like, 2 hours, like, that's my max. If it's more than 2 hours, it's not meant to be, we're not going there. We get there, we waited what, like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. It was nothing. Then, this is how I knew it was all meant to be. We barely waited at all. Then the lady starts taking us to our table, and I have a thing, I don't like, y'all know those tables where it's like one long booth and then it's a table, and then chairs. So you're kind of like crammed in, kind of like Cheesecake Factory does like that. You're kind of like, I did not want to be at one of those tables. And she's walking and I'm like, oh my God, please don't put us there. Please don't put us there. She puts us at this like isolated table. It's our own table. We're not crammed in with a bunch of people. Serta and I both looked at each other because we're both kind of the same in that respect, and we looked at each other and we were like, oh my God, this is the perfect table. And it was just, we just had the best time. So I'm gonna have to go back and look at my pictures. I took pictures of all of my plates except for one, which I'll get to. I did get the unlimited drink package. It was an extra $15 and it was unlimited mimosas, so I got that. And in Vegas, like, a drink is like any, like a mixed drink, like a mimosa, or even like my Aperol spritzes I've been getting or whatever, it's like between 12 and 15 bucks a drink. So 15 for unlimited mimosas is like a great deal. And there you could get a bunch of other stuff too. It was like beer, house wine, tons of options. So that was a really good deal, just like price wise. So the first plate that I got, I went to the seafood station. So they basically had just a ton of different stations. And one thing I do want to say about this buffet is everything was the highest of quality. Everything tasted like it was an individual meal that you ordered at a restaurant. Like, we're not talking about just like schlepping out like platters of food. And you know, I feel like a lot of buffets you go to, like some of the food just all tastes the same. Like, even if one's a chicken, one's a pork, one's a this, one's a that, they all kind of have the same flavor. I don't know if any of y'all know what I'm talking about, but this was like the premium of the premium. It was just quality wise, it was just the best. So the first plate I got chilled shrimp and some crab legs. I don't even really eat crab like ever, but I thought to myself, we are here, I'ma do it. So I got the chilled shrimp with like a remoulade sauce, and then some crab legs with butter. My next course, the other thing I wanna say too is I really tried to only take what I thought I was gonna eat. So I feel like my plates look really like bare, but I didn't want to put on heaps of food that I wasn't gonna eat. My next plate, I went to like the little Japanese station. They had, well, it was more of like an Asian station because they had like a ton of Chinese food. They had dim sum, they had dumplings, they had, you know, your regular like fried rice. They had so much stuff. And then they had a whole sushi station. And we're talking like legit people, like all types of sushi, all different types of the little, you know, accoutrements you could want on it. So I got 2 of the veggie rolls. I got like, this is so pitiful, like 2 pieces of the, I think it was sweet and sour chicken. I got a pork dumpling, and then a little bit of that cucumber salad. I also got some wasabi and pickled radish and some daikon for my sushi as well. Right, so after that, I went over to the Mexican station. That station was really cool. They were doing like street tacos. So if you've never had a street taco, they use the really, really small corn tortillas, and they were cooking all of the meat in front of you. Kind of like when you go to, you know, those Asian noodle like wok places where they're like doing like cooking all of that in front of you. They were cooking all of the taco meat on this big round grill. You know, they had their oil. They were doing like the barbacoa with pineapple and carne asada, and I just didn't think that I was gonna be able to eat. I was most looking forward to dessert. That's what I'll say right now. So as I'm eating through the buffet, I'm like, make sure you're saving room for dessert, because I know that that was the station where I was like gonna go crazy. So I just didn't want to eat like a full taco. So I just ended up getting chips, some of the Mexican rice, some tomatillo salsa, some pico, and some guac. And then the last like plate of food I got, I ate the sandwich before I could take a picture of it, but it was half of a shredded turkey sandwich, and it had this really good slaw on it, and it was on like toasted potato bread. It was so good. And then the little, the food in the little cast iron, or not cast iron, in the little skillet is a biscuit with sausage gravy, a piece of ham, and then a hash brown on top. That was amazing. Okay, now dessert. This is where I like really like probably ate most of my calories. I got 2 plates of dessert. I inhaled the first plate before I could even take a picture of it. So on the first plate, I had pineapple upside down cake, which was probably my favorite out of all of the dessert stuff. I had a little chocolate dipped waffle cone that had like a raspberry custard in it. Oh my God, it was so good. I tried one of the donuts. I didn't like it, so I only had like a bite of it. So the second plate I have a picture of, I got a lemon bar. I got 3 of the macarons, the pistachio, strawberry, and vanilla. I got a sprinkled donut, which I didn't end up liking. All of their donuts were filled with stuff, and I don't care for that. So this one in particular was filled with jam. I did not like that. And then I got the rum raisin bread pudding, which after the pineapple upside down cake was probably my next favorite. So I just can't say enough about this buffet. I just couldn't get over also just the options. Like, I mean, you're only seeing a fraction of what they have there to offer. I just physically couldn't eat anymore. If you're ever in Vegas and you're looking for a buffet and you don't want your money to go to waste, because I feel like that's also a really easy thing to happen, is you know, pick somewhere, you go and it sucks, and then you're like, especially if it's a buffet, it is on the pricier side, and then you're upset that you dropped that much money on something that wasn't that enjoyable. So go to the Bacchanal, it's in Caesar's Palace, and it's fabulous. So after eating at the buffet, we were both pretty full for the majority of the day. We didn't end up eating dinner till about 10 o'clock at night, which is the beauty of Vegas because everything's open. So we ended up going down to Italy again. That in and of itself is like worth staying at the Park MGM. We went down there, we ended up getting it was sausage, what was it? Crumbled sausage, garlic, roasted peppers, onion, and like the sauce had kind of like chunks of tomato in it. Pizza, it was, I would say it could have been a personal pizza. It wasn't massive, but we were hungry but weren't starving, so we wanted to split it. So we split that, and then we also, there's a pasta station where they make everything super, super fresh. You can see them rolling all the pasta out, cutting it, boiling it, making it. We ended up getting the cacio pepe or something. It was basically rigatoni with Parmesan, like really creamy Parmesan, and tons of cracked pepper. So we got that and we split it. So we really didn't have that big of a dinner. And as you can see from the picture, I forgot to take a picture of it. Guys, I did my best this trip. I really wanted to take a picture of everything, but sometimes it just didn't happen. And then after that, we ate that. We were up really late last night. We ate that, and then probably like an hour later, we ended up having dessert. So we went to this place called Milk Bar. So we ended up getting the confetti cookie and the cornflake chocolate chip marshmallow cookie, and holy cow, they were both amazing. The cornflake cookie had like cornflake pieces like embedded in the cookie, and it almost tasted like a toffee. It was so good. So we split each and then swapped so we could both try both. And yeah, yesterday was definitely a day of eating. We were both really full by, like, when did we stop eating? Like midnight. But it was just the best, and I'm so happy that Cernan really pushed me and was like, let's just go to the buffet, because it was truly, and I'm not saying this to be like, you know, sarcastic or anything. It was on my bucket list to go to that buffet, and kind of have a running list in my phone of restaurants that I want to try and that are on my bucket list, and that's one of them. So it was really cool to go and experience that. So like I said, it is Sunday morning. I have not eaten anything yet today. We are about to go to brunch, and then I'm basically going to end this video tonight when I show you what I ate for brunch, and then kind of give like maybe a little bit more of a recap of our trip, even though I feel like I kind of have done that in this clip. But regardless, the video's not ending here. I'm gonna end it tonight when I show you what we had for brunch. Hey friends, it is Monday morning. My plan was to pop back on here last night when we got home and just kind of like wrap everything up. But oh my God, I need to shower so bad. But it ended up taking us 8 hours to get home when it should have taken 5. There was a huge accident and we didn't get home till 10 o'clock. Mind you, we still had to go pick up Daisy, do bedtime routine, all of that jazz. So it was a very exhausting day and night. But I'm still gonna tell you what I had for brunch yesterday because I said that I would. So yesterday at brunch, I had the smoked salmon. It came on a pretzel roll, which was pretty interesting. I've never seen it, I've always seen it like on bagels. It came on a pretzel roll. We had cream cheese, the smoked salmon, obviously, some dill, some fried capers, thinly sliced red onion,
I think that was it. It was so good. It was very filling, but it was really, really good. And then Cernan and I split the monkey bread because it was our last day of vacation. It was like our last hurrah. I took a picture of the monkey bread, but not of the smoked salmon. The picture that you saw of that, I lifted from Yelp, so somehow I'll put like a link down below. I don't know, I feel like I need to like credit that somehow since it's not my picture. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously it's different for my channel. It's a different style of video. It's not keto, but I don't know, I say this all the time, but I like having you guys involved in what I'm doing. That's why I like giving you guys life updates and in my grocery hauls and doing the what I eat in a day, is because while this is a keto channel, I also think of it as kind of like a lifestyle and kind of vlog channel, and I want you guys to be included. So I thought this was a really good way to kind of stay along the lines of showing you what I eat, but also like taking you on vacay with me. Keep an eye out for Friday's video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in that one. Bye, friends.